All right, what's been a week or two for you guys has been a couple seconds for me. So we're back into this airbag kit. Hopefully I can get this fitting out of this tank. I actually didn't try, I just pretended. I don't even noticed. I was pretty convincing. But I haven't put this airbag yet. I need to change the fittings around this tank so we can check that it's going to work in the location that I think that it will work in. And then once we can mount that, I have to build up some brackets to mount it in there. And then once we can do that, then we can start finalising the rest of the kit. But until then, I need to get this fitting out. So anyway, let's get back into it. Alrighty, so what do we have on the cards? I don't know where we're at in this episode. I think we've been working on the airbags on the chute, which I have been tinkering around with this morning, but I haven't filmed anything because it's just tidying up the wiring and getting all that working. I've got the whole system connected. I've just got to test the compressor and then bolt the bags in. But yeah, as far as the switches and the valve, like the manifold and stuff, that's all tested and it's working. I've just put an air line between the valve blocks just so I can put it under pressure. So I've got the whole system under pressure at the moment to check it. And then I'll connect the wire up and then get the airbags pumping. But I think his battery's flat because I didn't realise with the glove box light's been on. So yeah, I might have to jump start this to get this off the hoist. And then we have roll on here that's getting the rear guards rolled. And then we're going to put the wheels on. He's got different wheels to go on it. And then we're going to adjust the coilovers to suit. And then over there, if you can see it, there's a HSV that's coming in to get the guards rolled all around. So yeah, we'll get these two cars done and then we'll get back onto this airbag kit. But yeah, for now, I need to get these other cars done because you guys need these cars back today. It's kind of a better way of doing your airbag kits, actually doing them backwards, because the car stays mobile. You're not ripping it out and putting the bags in and then like you need it all connected, because this way you just get all the airbags in, get everything working. You can put the air lines in, make sure that you're going up and down. You could probably even just sit the airbag there and put a bit of pressure in if you wanted to, but I've just looped the lines between the valve block. Yeah, because then you know you're ready to go, and then basically then it'll come back on the hoist, take the wheels off, put the airbags in, and then boom, you're off. So I think it is a better way of actually doing airbag kits because it keeps the car being able to be moved around. I mean, it's probably different if you're doing them at home because it doesn't really matter, but even still, if it's your daily driver, you can get the whole airbag kit ready to go and then knock off on the work on the weekend and then boom, put your bags in, you're off. But anyway, yeah, wish me some luck because I think I might end up having to jump start this car. Give me that. So we have this HSV in behind me. I don't know whether you just seen it then, but I'll put in a clip of it if you don't. But yeah, I got the HSV in behind me. It's coming in to get the guards rolled all around. I noticed too, when his car was outside, that the back, can't remember which side it was, but it looked like it was on a lean. So I checked it, and yeah, one of the coilovers is 20 mil lower than the rest of them. So I'm going to adjust that for him, get that back to the same height. Don't know what's going on there, but yeah, and then we're going to roll the guards all around and get him. We've got a guard repair to do as well. I'll show you a clip of that, but yeah, he's damaged the guards. This is the problem. Like, this is a factory style size rim, but still, you need to get your guards rolled because they, when they catch, they make some damage. And he's lucky it only made that much damage. I've seen them a lot worse. So yeah, come in, get your guards rolled, or go get your guards rolled somewhere. It doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to be here, but get them done because it's safe. Otherwise, you're going to do exactly what he did. Put your mates in the car, you're going to boot it, and you're going to rip your guard out. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so we're done with the R8. Guards rolled all around. I adjusted his coilovers a little bit for him because the back side, one of the sides is like 20 mil different than the other side, but one of those shitty coilovers that don't have, it's only got like one nut on the spring, so you can only adjust the preload on the spring. It doesn't actually have a height adjustment, like proper height adjustment in my opinion, to adjust it. So I did adjust it, it's still slightly out. But yeah, I don't know. I reckon you'd have to, I'd really need to pull them out and see what's going on because they should be level side to side or relatively, you know, maybe within 5 mil, but yeah, the shocks, I don't know, something going on with it, whether it's got a slightly collapsed shock or something. But anyway, apart from that, my job on that car has been done. Yeah, coilovers, I think you should just, like, it's a HSV. Get rid of the crappy coilovers that are in there and get some KS Racing ones. Supplied by me. Yes, sounds good. Alright, now, after that, we have a VE Calais outside that has come in. It's got come in for a full inspection on the car, see what it needs, see how it's traveling, but he has a SRS light on that he can't seem to get rid of. So I'm going to scan it, see what I can find, see whether there's something that needs to be replaced, and yeah, go from there. So I'm not going to bring it in for now because it's starting to get pretty dark in here. I was hoping to get back onto that Ute today, the one we're bagging, but that's going to have to be a tomorrow thing. But yeah, so I'm just going to chuck that car on the scan tool out the front and have a bit of a look at it and see what we can figure out. Anyway, let's get into it. Right, so giving this VE a check over. The car's actually in pretty good nick. It's got an oil leak. The tail shaft needs to be redone. The bushes, rubbers both end are cracked. They're not fully split or anything, but they're cracked. Tail shaft center bearing is pretty bad. And then it needs a rear wheel speed sensor. So I've already ordered some of them. So this thing will be staying at the shop for a little bit longer to get that replaced, and I'll see what he wants to do about his tail shaft and stuff as well. Yeah, I wanted to get into the Airbag Ute again today, but unfortunately the day has gone. Like I said, I'm trying to work 8 till 8 and it's already 9 o'clock and I've still got to pack up and then leave. So yeah, I mean, at least I'm trying to leave at 8. If I try and leave by, I was leaving at 10 o'clock, but then the problem is, before you know it, it's midnight. So at least I'm trying for 8. It's a good thing to try and head for. But anyway, I'm gonna pack up now, and I will see you guys in the morning when I get back. So I don't know if I recorded it, but I didn't end up getting out of here till 9:30 last night. I did try for 8, but I didn't get out till 9:30. It's 8:30. Well, I got here about 8 o'clock this morning. It's currently 8:30. Been replying to some messages and stuff. So I've just got to finish up my check on this car. I've done underneath and electrical. I got to do a light check and then check the interior, like seat belts, stuff like that. But what I'm going to do first is change it. It says it's got a rear right wheel speed sensor fault, and to make sure it's the sensor and not a wiring problem, I'm going to pull the rear wheel sensors out both sides, swap them over, and then see whether the fault comes back up on the left side. So just to be sure that we definitely have a faulty wheel speed sensor, and then I'll quote the owner up to fix whatever he wants to fix. I'm not sure if he just wants to do the sensor or whether he wants to get the car up to scratch, but yeah, I'll figure that out once I know 100% what the problem is. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I swapped the wheel speed sensor from side to side, and then it changed from rear right sensor to rear left sensor. So we know it is the sensor that's faulty. I'm going to replace them both anyway, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a wiring harness fault. So yeah, I'll quote him up to replace them, and then I'll see whether he wants to fix up the rest of this list. And the car might spend the next week here, because I probably can't do that till next weekend anyway. Yeah, anyway, I'll price him up to do this and send that off. And then I've got a car coming in for, I think it's just getting coilovers fitted. He supplied his own coilovers. I don't think we're rolling the guards. I can't really remember, but pretty sure we're just fitting up some coilovers on a VT from memory. And then after that, we're going to jump back onto Cuzzo's airbag kit on that Ute. So yeah, that'll be good. I'll get into this airbag kit, the coilover kit this morning, and then this afternoon I can spend getting Cuzzo's car, get the airbags in, get them under pressure, and then I'll leave them overnight. And then tomorrow I can put his car back together. Provided everything tests up okay, and then he can pick it up and he's good to go. So yeah, that job's getting close to getting done. We'll smash through today's work and get that done, and then hopefully tomorrow I can jump back into Jack's Calais and get back into that, because yeah, I need to start making some headway on that car. But yeah, been busy, which is good. It's good. But yeah, just trying to keep on top of everything. Tonight I can't work too late, but yeah, I'm trying to get through everything the best I can. But anyway, oh yeah, so that's what I was going to say. So it is best to do exactly what I do when you're trying to figure out a sensor fault, especially if there's two. Just swap them and see whether the fault swaps to the other side before you go and buy a sensor and put it in, and it doesn't work, and you find out it might be wiring or something like that. Always best to try and check things before you replace them. Back in the day, and I'm going to try and get back to that level here at the shop, only with Commodore stuff, is keeping a lot of this common issue things in stock, and then that way I could have had him back on the road very quickly. But obviously it's thousands and thousands of dollars of money that I need to spend, so I'm slowly just buying bits and pieces, and then eventually I'll have it all here, and then you just replace it as you're going. We've got another really windy day today. I was just on the phone to someone, and the front door slammed, bent the door, and ripped the blind off the door. Anyway, I'm starting to get, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I am really struggling with the amount of messages, mainly the amount of messages. I get a lot of people coming in, but that doesn't bother me too much, because it's nice to see people, and I guess it's face to face, so it's a little bit better, you know. But even that, I was thinking I'll probably get, you know, a couple of people an hour at 10-15 minutes per stop. It adds up to a lot, you know. It slows me down, but again, it's human connection. I don't mind that, but the messages are starting to get out of control. I've just set up some automated replies, because I get a lot of generic questions like how much are the coilovers, how much are load springs, how much is guard rolling, a lot of that. So I've tried to set up as many automatic replies as I can to people to sort of filter that out. But you know, I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages a week, because by the time, you know, someone replies to you a couple of times, it all adds up real quick. But anyway, I've just quoted him up to fix the car. They're going to leave a few other things, but we're going to reco the tail shaft and do both rear wheel speed sensors. So I've already ordered those, and then we'll get into that. There's a dude that's meant to drop his car off already to get coilovers in it. He was meant to be here this morning, and it's middle of the day now. By the time I've spent a fair few hours, it's probably been a good thing, because I've spent a fair few hours in the office just getting back to messages and stuff from yesterday. So yeah, I'm on top of all that at the moment. And then, yeah, we can get this off the hoist now. And then I reckon I've messaged a guy about half an hour ago asking how far he is away for the coilover kit. Haven't heard anything back, so hopefully he doesn't need his car back today, because I think I'm going to throw Cuzzo's car on the hoist and then just get stuck into that. And then this other guy, hopefully I can get him his car back tomorrow, because yeah, you're dropping off a car to get coilovers all around later in the afternoon, not ideal. But anyway, let's get into it. So, got all the bags mounted and all the airlines and everything done in that VZ Ute for the airbags. So, yeah, that's just sitting out under pressure now. I'll let that test for a few hours and then come back to it after I do this coilover kit. So, yeah, I just got a VT dropped off and we're putting coilovers in. So, yeah, I want to get that smashed out today, hopefully. Should have enough time. Yeah, I want to try and get that done today, and then he's going to pick that up tomorrow. He's bought a set of those cheap eBay coilovers. Yeah, not for me, but I mean, they are cheap, so honest bet, yeah, I mean, you got no warranty, all that sort of stuff, like I said before. The only stitch up I think I'm going to have is the last one of these sets that I installed for someone. Didn't come with any nuts for the shock, and they're a really random nut, so I'm going to have a look at that before I even pull his car apart, make sure that we can actually do it. I'll bring this car in now and pull the coilover kit and have a look at it together. But first up, I probably should tidy up my bench, because I've made a mess again. So I'll bring the car in, tidy up my bench, and then I'll see you guys once I have the coilover kit out of the car on the bench, ready to look at. Right, so we've got these coilovers here, getting them ready to put into this VT. Biggest thing that I have with these, like for 300 bucks or 400 bucks or whatever these coilovers are, like they're worth that much money. That's all I can say. Would I buy them? No. But if you only have 300 or 400 bucks and you're going to chop your springs or buy these, buy these. But the biggest thing that I have bone to pick with these guys is they give you this nut, which is humongous, and it doesn't work. It might work okay for the top nut, but you need another nut in underneath here that's smaller, and they don't give you one. So I had to find one last time to make it work in this guy's car that I did one of these for, and I'm gonna have to try and do the bloody same thing again. So yeah, a little bit of a stitch up. Just the size nut they give you, it's too big. It's like they're designed for you not to, like maybe you're meant to just put these straight in the car and you don't run two nuts. Doesn't really make sense to me, but it's kind of how they are. But anyway, yeah, can't believe I'm doing more of these, but you know, at the end of the day, people on a budget, happy to help you. Alrighty, so let's get into it. just about to give these guys nearly a compliment, these crappy eBay coilovers. But besides in the front, besides the actual fitment at the top, like the nuts that they supply are way too tall, so that it ends up pushing up the strut top plate, which is not good because it's gonna make noises because it's not clamping down like it should. It's not sitting where it should. I've seen that a few times with the cheaper shocks and stuff. They just don't fit that well, which is obviously the problem there. It's not a huge big deal unless you plan on jumping your car. Driving around town and stuff, it should be fine. It's just when you hit those real big bumps, your strut's gonna pop, which is not good for your strut. So there's that side of it's bad, but that's not the end of it. So I was just putting the shocks in, drop the car down, try to locate the shocks, and I can't get the shock to sit into the spot that it should because it hits the CV. Because this is too big. So whether the kit that he ordered isn't for maybe a sedan, possibly the kit that he's ordered is for a Ute maybe, because they go up on a different angle, but yeah, these shocks are not going to work, which is a bit of a pain. So we could run the standard shocks, but the springs will fall out. Run the shocks that were in it, but they'll be too long, I'd say. So yes, left us in a little bit of a pickle. I don't think I have any lowered shocks sitting around. So I'll have a bit of a look around and see whether I've got any lowered shocks sitting around, but otherwise, yeah, we're not doing good. So I unfortunately had nothing laying around. So I've just put the shocks that were in the car back in it. They'll do, but unfortunately it's not holding the spring captive, so that is the issue. But I'll see whether he can send them back maybe and get them replaced. I highly doubt they'll do that, but if he gets the right shocks, we can set them up. Otherwise I can always sell him a set of our shocks, but I'm sure he's probably not going to want to pay for that if he's bought cheap eBay coilovers. Yeah, that'll get him out of trouble. Yeah, like I said, it's not ideal though, because you hit a big bump, your spring can fall out. That's the issue. So yeah, I'll be making a big point about that. I'll send him a message about it shortly. Unfortunately, yeah, they're just too fat. I reckon they must be the wrong shocks for this car. They're for a Ute or something. But anyway, I just got to roll the rear guards so that he can actually drive at that height, otherwise it is going to scrub like crazy. And then once the rear guards are rolled, I'm going to chop the bump stops down at the back actually a little bit, because it's basically sitting on bump stops. And then we'll pull the wheels off all round. And yeah, I've got to put the link pins back in place in the front. And then we're good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna get stuck in the guards now, and then yeah, and then once we've finished the back up completely, and I'll jump back up to the up front, finish that off, and then we're car out. So all good. Let's get back into it. Alrighty, we've got another brand new coilover kit going in the car. So we've got this WN Caprice. Is it Caprice? Yeah, it's Caprice. Super clean car. Interior, I reckon he just got it detailed. He must have, because it's like brand new in there. So yeah, coilovers all around in this. Setting it up, he just wants it sort of like, he wants it to curve nicely around the wheel. So not slammed, but just, you know, with this curve matching this curve. So yeah, we'll drop it about, I don't know, 50, 60 mil, something like that, and then send him some pictures and see what he thinks. But yeah, it's currently got fully stock suspension in it, so that can be a bit of fun to pull out of the rear. Front's easy. pull out the front, chuck them in the compressor, put them down. But yeah, the rears, because they're so long, they can sometimes be a little bit of a pain to get out. You've got to try not to lose your fingers. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it.
stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming.
Alright, another day. Nearly done, actually. I've just keep forgetting that I've got to rip the tail shaft out of this thing because I need to go get the tail shaft balanced. I'll put a new bearing in it and then get the tail shaft balanced during the week, and then that way I can put this thing back together next weekend. But yes, apart from that, I'm done. The WN coilovers are in. I've adjusted him up. He's happy. He's just quite picky about his heights, but I'm happy to work with him on that. Yeah, so he's gone off. That got picked up. That's done. Then we had the Ute that I bagged. That was all good, but there seems to be a leak in the gauge. There's a leak. The right-hand airbag goes down slowly, but nothing's leaking, not even the bag. I've tested everything, but I reckon there's an internal leak in the gauge because we soak tested the back of the gauge, and then the front glass part of the gauge actually got misty. So I reckon air's getting in to the actual front part of the gauge, which I don't think it's meant to do. Could be wrong. But yeah, I reckon that gauge is faulty. So we're going to look into that a little bit more. I said we just need to cap the gauge off, and then yeah, we can test to see whether it goes down, because it goes down like you need to leave it for probably an hour or two, and then it goes down. So yeah, you need to come back in a later date, I think, and we'll just check that out. He's going to see whether it just might be the gauges. I don't know. I don't think it can be the gauge just playing up. I think it has to be an actual leak, because it does. I had it outside for 8 hours and it went down on the right side of the car a bit. So yeah, something we're going to have to look at. I didn't supply that bag. He supplied it himself, but yeah, I reckon there's an issue with the gauge. So we're going to have to look into that. Anyway, but even though I didn't supply it, I will help him out and try and look into it. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I want to go home, but I think I need to bring this VE in and pull the tail shaft out of it, and then that way I'm set up ready to rock, because I can put the tail shaft, hopefully it fits in the boot of my Calais, because I don't in my back seat. But yeah, I'll put the tail shaft in my car, then I can take it home, and then that way, yeah, during the week in my movements I can take that out and get that done. So that's done. Anyway, I'm going to stop jibber jabbing, get this VE in and get stuck into it. Alright, I'm just about to call it for the night. It's 9:30. Me finishing at 8 o'clock's really not working, but I'm going to keep trying. I'll get there eventually. I keep saying to everyone I'm trying to just do 8 to 8, work from 8 till 8, and everyone's like, what the hell, that's crazy, that's so many hours. I'm like, that's a small day for me. Anyway, took the exhaust off in one piece. How about that? Boom. That took a little bit of work, and I didn't want to film that one. Well, mainly because it was dark. I probably would have filmed it actually otherwise. But yeah, I put the transmission jack under the back and then just strap the front, drop the front down about halfway, and then use the transmission jack to grab the other end. While I hold the other end, it was actually not too bad. But yeah, I've got the tail shaft out of this car. As you can see, the center bearing is completely knackered. There is really nothing left of that. I think we've caught it just in time. So yeah, I'll take that in and get that balanced. We'll put the new bearing in it. Got the new bearing here. Yeah, put the new bearing in, then go get it balanced, and then we can whack that back in, hopefully Friday. And then, because I'm just waiting on the rubber donuts I need to get, I ordered some of them, and I ordered another bearing to replace the bearing I'm using. But yeah, and then we've got the wheel speed sensors. So hopefully that all rocks up this week. I've paid express shipping on everything, so yeah, with any luck we get that and we can put this back together on Friday. Yeah, but we'll be finishing that up in next week's video. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Next week's video is going to be another jam-packed video full of coilovers and guard rolling and all sorts of things. So yeah, the business is really picking up. In the next video, I really want to get this thing done because not much has happened with it, and I feel bad about that, but I've just been so busy and I'm just continuing to be so busy. Yeah, me taking on this with the amount of work that I have was probably not a great idea, but I'm trying to help Jack out. So I'll try and make it happen. And yeah, anyway. Oh, become a channel. Don't forget to become a channel member and drop a comment. Even dropping a comment if you don't want to pay me $5 a month. You can even just drop a comment on every video. That's free and it really helps. So anyway, yeah, appreciate you guys watching. If you need work like this done to your car, until then, appreciate you guys watching. If you need work like this done to your car, appreciate you guys watching. If you need work like this done to your car, hit me up. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.